I need an ambulance.
What's the problem, sir?
I think someone has been shot.
Who, sir?
My wife or my daughter or both.
Uh-huh.
See, I just got home. I was too afraid to go look. I think that Cinnamon shot my wife.
Who is Cinnamon, sir?
She's my daughter.
Uh-huh.
We can't find her anywhere.
Sir, how old is your daughter?
She's 14. Could you get someone here? Could you send someone right away, please?
You're David Brown, sir?
Yes.
5657 Orange Glass?
That's right.
Okay, sir, we have an officer there now. Go to the front door, sir. Can you see him?
Okay. All right. What do I do with the phone?
Leave it off the hook, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here, hold that. Shh, don't say anything.
David Brown?
Yeah, come in, please. My sister-in-law heard shots in the bedroom. Down there.
How long ago did it happen?
About an hour ago. I was scared, so I locked myself in my bedroom until David came home.
Stay right here.
This is a code 3. I need an ambulance.
Oh, thank God. Please, hurry. It's back there. Please. Oh, God.
David Gurney, come with me.
Right.
Back this
Hurry, please.
Why don't you two have a seat, okay?
Oh, okay.
Sir, are you the one who called 911?
Yeah, that's right.
And your name is?
David Brown.
David Brown. All right, Mr. Brown. I have to ask you a few questions. Let's start at the beginning.
God.
How you doing, Sarge?
Just barely hanging in.
All right. Let's go. Oh, jeez. Just got a gunshot wound there, probably collapsed lungs. Let's open that airway.
Okay.
4, 5. And ventilate. 4, 5. And ventilate.
It's going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right.
I can't handle this. Blood pressure.
Mr. Brown?
Yeah.
Your wife's been shot twice in the chest. The paramedics are with her now.
Oh, God.
Will she be all right?
Well, it's critical. They don't want to move her right away.
Oh, Jesus. She's going to be all right.
We're doing all we can, sir. Is Detective Leverett on his way?
Yeah, he's on his way, sir.
Is that my sister? Is she okay?
Oh, my God. It's bad, isn't she? Oh, God.
Is she okay?
What's going on across the lawn? Yeah. Watch your back. Damn, I'm still not getting a pulse. Legit? Is she gonna make it? All right. He's gone.
Air 6, we got a 14-year-old girl still at large. Please assist.
This is Air 6, Roger.
She was shot about an hour and a half ago. We just lost her.
So we'll get her in for an immediate autopsy, right?
We got a weapon, a .38 snub-nose revolver, and no sign of a teenage suspect.
Yeah, I heard. They're getting younger, I'm getting older. I don't know.
Air 6 to Patrol. We are continuing search of Orange Flat neighborhood. Unit 21, we head about Lamson Street. Do you copy?
I have to check your hands for gunshot residue.
I told the other officer that I wasn't even here when it happened. You know, I mean, I can't even go in that room. I saw her from the hallway,
I saw her arm hanging off the edge of the bed, you know? Oof.
Mr. Brown, I'm Peter Leverett, Garden Grove Police Department. I know that this is going to be difficult for you, but we have certain procedures we have to adhere to.
Okay, I understand.
So I'm going to have to ask you some questions.
Okay. I never thought it would come to this. I knew they had problems, but...
Who's that? Who had problems?
Cinnamon is my daughter from a previous marriage. Okay, I wanted her to come and live with us, but her and Linda were like fire and ice.
So Cinnamon lives here with you?
Yeah, she moved in September, you know, just before school started.
Where did she move in from?
Her mom's. I mean, you know, her real mom's. See, things had come to a head lately, and Linda had sent her to live in the trailer out back.
Check the garage.
You got it, Sergeant.
Police!
There's no sign of her.
All right, better check the neighborhood. All right, I've got a description of the suspect. White female, 14 years old, brunette, 5 foot 2 inches, approximately 110 pounds, wearing a white nightshirt.
What made you leave the house tonight?
Linda and I, we went to bed, and we made love.
You made love?
Yeah, and that's when she told me that she wanted Cinnamon to move back to her mother's, and that really upset me, okay? I just want everybody to be a family, okay? I want everybody to get along, and so I went for a drive because I had to work everything out in my mind, okay? I just can't believe this.
Cinnamon hasn't really been herself lately.
I'm sorry, excuse me, Mick. Hey, John, come here a minute. Yeah, why don't you let the officer take your baby for just a second? It's gonna be okay. He's great with kids. You were saying about Cinnamon?
Yeah, she's been, withdrawn. She even talked about suicide.
She talked to you about suicide?
Yeah. I told her everyone has problems when they're a teenager. Things would get better, things like that. I always talked her out of it.
I'm sorry. It's this headache.
You want me to get you an aspirin? I can have someone get you one.
No, I'm under medication. My health is not good, you know. And this whole thing is a nightmare. I mean, I still can't believe it's real.
Do you have any idea where Cinnamon might have gone?
The only place I can think is maybe her mother's. That poor kid has been shuttled around between us for her whole life.
Where does her mother live?
In Anaheim. It's Sandra Eden on Wayland Street.
Request for an officer to the home of Sandra Eden. That's E-D-E-N in Anaheim.
So
Wayland
then what
Street.
happened?
So I was just about to go to sleep when Cinnamon came in. She had a gun, and she asked me how it worked. And she said she was worried that someone was going to break into the trailer.
Why would she ask you that? Do you know how to use a gun?
Only from TV, what I've seen on TV.
So you showed her how to use it?
Well, I showed her what I knew, but I thought she was going to use it for protection. I didn't know what she was going to do.
Let's go take a look in your room.
Okay.
Tell me about your wife.
I love that woman. I mean, I don't think I will ever love anyone like I loved her. Sorry.
You didn't go into the bedroom.
I called her name, okay, But when I didn't hear anything, I don't know, call me a coward, but I couldn't... I was too afraid of what I would find back there. Please.
I was asleep, and Cinnamon came in and shot over my bed.
You sure it was Cinnamon?
Mm-hmm. And then the baby started to cry.
Where was she?
She was in there. I was scared, so then I ran in and got her and locked us both in my room. And then I heard 2 more shots come from Linda's room.
Looks like we've got an entry hole through this tapestry. See this? Right there?
Yeah.
Well, hold on, you.
It's all right. It's my parents. I called them. Okay. Linda's dead. Looks like Cindy shot her.
Oh, my God.
I can't believe she'd do something like this.
Well, she disappeared. We can't find her.
Poor baby. Give me baby.
It would help a lot if you could take the baby with you, because this is not a place for her to be right now.
We need to get her hands tested.
Yeah, but what about Cindy?
We'll let you know as soon as we find her.
All right. Well, listen, we'll take Amber over to our house.
How could something like this happen?
Well, I told Cinnamon to see a therapist, you know, but she would not listen to me.
Did you call us as soon as you find her? Now, we'll be waiting for you at the house.
Okay.
22, right.
Thanks,
22.
Dad.
Where would Cinnamon get a handgun?
Oh, well, I have a gun collection. Handguns, we keep...
I wish you would find Cinnamon.
That's your sister?
No, Linda's my sister. I've been living with her and David since I was 11.
And the baby is...
It's Linda's baby, Amber.
Unit 26 is at the Eden residence, and the officer is talking to Cinnamon's mother now.
I don't know how she would get there. She isn't even old enough to drive.
Just north of the LA County line.
There has to be some mistake. Cinnamon wouldn't do something like this.
Is there someplace else she might go?
I don't know. Maybe your best friend, Lisa Tanner.
Do you have an address?
I'll have to get it. There's no reason she would do this. She and Linda get along just fine. There. Does that look like a kid who would shoot someone?
When Cinnamon came in to ask you how to use the gun, did you touch it?
No. No, I didn't.
You sure now?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Is this going to take much longer? Because, you know, I don't think I can stay in this house another minute.
Well, I think you can go if you want to. We'll lock up when we're finished.
Okay, great. Thanks. And could you make sure that nobody touches my business equipment, okay?
Sure. Let me ask you something. What is it that you do?
I retrieve data from damaged computer disks.
I'll tell my men to be very careful.
Okay.
What about the pup in the trailer? You want me to put it in the kennel with the other dogs?
Yeah, that'd be great. You know, I got that dog about a month ago for Cindy. She loved it. How could a kid like that do something like this? It just makes no sense. Doesn't make any sense at all.
I'll get the baby's things.
Yeah, better get dressed.
You know Patty and the dead girl are sisters?
No.
How am I going to raise a baby by myself?
Watch for this one. It's a real killer.
Patterson! Patterson, come here. Oh, what in the hell is going on here? Come on, girl. Come on. Come on, let me help you. Oh, boy, this girl had a big night. Cinnamon? Huh? Are you Cinnamon?
I got you, girl.
What is this? What the heck do we have here? Dear God, please forgive me. I didn't mean to hurt her. Cinnamon, we're going to take you down to the police station. I'm going to have to arrest you.
Look, we gotta get her checked that fast. She took a heavy dose of something. Get a sample of these pills. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Is my dad all right?
Watch your feet there. Real quiet.
In the house, Linda.
Yeah, just keep quiet. Breathe real deep.
Is that Cinnamon? Is that Cinnamon? I wanted to talk to her.
She needs some medical attention. She's on some kind of drugs or something.
Oh, no. That's not possible. My girls don't use drugs. I mean, we don't even drink in this house.
Okay, listen, why don't you come to the station this afternoon? You can probably see her then, okay?
Yeah, okay. Could you just make sure that the house is locked up, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Don't worry. She's got worse things to worry about than us locking
Hey,
up.
give the guy a break. He just lost 2 in one swat.
I can't do it.
Patty, come on. You have to do it. I need time to think, okay? Come on.
Mama. Something awful happened.
Ethel, it's David. Linda's dead. She's been shot.
She's gonna be okay. Cinnamon,
I'm listening.
pupils sluggish. You have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right to remain silent, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Pulse normal, reflexes are good, blood pressure on the low side. She's gonna be all right, but a doctor had better see her.
Do you know who I am?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
You know why you're here?
I hurt Linda.
That's right, because you hurt Linda. How did you hurt Linda?
I shot her.
Cinnamon, we're gonna take you over to the hospital.
Watch it. Bring her around. Hold it up a little higher. BP's 90 over 50.
Okay, Cinnamon, it's
Start
gonna be
reading,
okay.
Pupils slightly dilated.
Stay with us.
Pulse rate 70. Just hold it pretty steady.
Come on, help me out. Good girl.
Careful. Pull that tube up.
Okay. Do you know how many pills you took? Uh-huh. Well, we're gonna have to pump your stomach. You know, we have to get those pills out of there.
I already threw up.
Uh-huh.
I don't like to throw up.
Well, you're damn lucky you did. Otherwise, you'd be dead.
I don't want to die.
Cinnamon, can you tell me why you took the pills?
I shot my stepmother. I shot her twice. Oh.
Okay, let's do it.
Went to Disneyland. Went to the mall with Lisa. Doesn't sound like any cold-blooded killer I've met.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've got a note, and the girl has confessed to anyone who would listen, so it's not going to take much for your office to nail this one.
You get handwriting samples from everybody in the house?
Yeah, this one's got Patty Bailey's name on it, and it's a story about a kid whose parents hate him so much he finally kills himself to make them happy.
Patty's the victim's sister.
That's right. She's been living with them for the last 6 years.
One big happy family, huh? Might as well bring it along.
Wheelchair to admitting. Wheelchair to admitting.
Why don't you get here? Okay.
Officer Layton, line 2543. Officer Layton, line 2543, please.
I'm David Brown. I'm here to see my daughter. Oh, it's just a little fast for you. That's root beer floats. She really likes to eat the goods.
I gotta go, Cindy, okay?
You want me to bring you something tonight?
Okay, sweetheart.
Hey, how's my girl?
The great father. None of this would have happened if I kept her with
Your
me.
choice.
My choice was for you to give her the things I couldn't give her. Not this.
Please. Would you guys not fight?
Sorry, Cindy. I just want the best for you.
God, I am getting her a good lawyer, okay? I'm gonna get her out of this.
Don't make her promises you can't keep. I'll come back and see you after work, okay? You take care.
Brought your favorites, yellow roses, okay? Smell. And root beer float. Huh?
Daddy, I'm scared.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I'm not gonna let anything happen to you. Because I just love you to death. And we're family, right? Nothing comes between family.
The police said that I'm going to jail.
No way, I'm not gonna let that happen. But you have to tell me what you told them, okay?
That she was gonna kick me out, and I shot her.
Okay. Okay, from now on, I think it'd be best for you if you just told them that you can't remember anything at all about what happened.
They won't believe me.
Cindy, listen to me. You took a lot of drugs, okay? You can't remember anything. That's all.
I want to remember it. I don't even want to think about it.
Well, then don't. Hey, come on. Here, drink your root beer float before it melts. It cost me $100.
Sergeant Fisher to physical therapy, please.
Hi, you remember me? I work for the police department, and this is Frank Carruthers. He does investigative work for the DA's office.
There are some things about your case, Zimmerman, that don't make sense to me. I need to ask you some questions. I understand you shot Linda because you were mad at her. But what about Patty? Were you mad at her, too?
I don't know. It's like it's all a big blur right now. I think I better go back to my room.
Can you tell me where you got the gun to shoot Linda?
I told you, it was a blur. I can't remember any of it.
Wait a minute now. You remembered yesterday you told me you found the gun in the office drawer.
I really don't feel too good.
This is really important, Cinnamon. This can make all the difference to you. I need to know when you took the pills. Was it before or after you shot Linda?
I told you, I don't remember. It's like the whole night was blacked out.
You can't remember parts of it, or you can't remember all of it.
I don't remember anything. Can I please go back to my room?
I want you to get her out.
It's not going to be easy. She made some strong statements, some incriminating statements.
Look, I know my daughter, okay? She is a good girl, but she has never been all that stable. Now, there is no way that she knew what she was doing when she did this thing. Now, maybe, I think an insanity plea is the way to go.
Possible.
Okay, good. You work on that for me. Right now, I have to worry about the funeral arrangements.
I know Linda, okay? I've been married to her brother for 13 years. And there's no way Linda would kick Cinnamon out to the trailer. She always put that kid on a pedestal.
Was there any kind of trouble between them?
No. That's why none of this makes any sense.
What about the rest of the family? Did everybody else get along?
Well, it was a house full of women, okay? David liked to play them off against each other.
What do you mean by that?
Look, I have to tell you, I don't like David Brown very much, and he doesn't like me.
Patty? I'm sorry about your sister.
Thanks, Donna.
Do you want to use some of my lipstick? You look so pale.
No, she doesn't need it. She's pretty enough. I have to go check on some arrangements. You're gonna be okay?
Your mother's having a very hard time.
A week ago, she had everything in front of her, and look at her now. Look at my beautiful daughter now.
I know how you feel. I'm so sorry.
I think the best thing would be for Patty to move back in with me. We can pick up her things tomorrow.
Ethel, now this is a terrible time for everyone. And I know what a strain it would put on you financially. I feel like I've raised Patty, and I don't know why things can't go on the way they have been. I need all the support I can get, okay? My folks are moving in with me, too.
I don't know.
It'll be okay, Mama. I promise, Linda, if anything ever happened, I'd take care of Amber. Donna will be with me a while. Everything will be okay, Mama.
Everything will be okay, Ethel.
It's horrible. How can you stand it?
Never be able to sleep alone in my room again.
Linda's here. I can feel it.
Hey. Girls are getting yourself all worked up. Come on. We'll find a new house. We'll start a new life. Put all this behind us, okay? good friend, Donna. Now, I am going to keep this family together, but we've all got to be strong, okay?
Murder is a very serious crime. The murder of a family member has a particularly heinous ring to it. Cinnamon Brown, you will continue to be held at Juvenile Hall until your trial date. Court is adjourned.
What about the gunshot residues?
I got the tests, and both David Brown and Patty Bailey showed metal traces on the backs of their hands, and Patty's were at elevated levels.
And Cinnamon?
Nothing. But then again, she had so much foreign matter on her, they probably would have covered anything.
There's a lot of loose threads on this one, Pete.
These tests are not foolproof, and they don't necessarily mean that they handled the weapon. You don't look happy. You want me to question them again?
Yeah. See if you can get to Patty without David around.
You know, I was wondering, is there some reason that you've stayed on here with David since your sister's death?
Yeah, David is like my father. And I promised Linda I'd take care of Amber if anything ever happened. You know, David will be back soon.
I guess you and Cinnamon must have been pretty close, huh?
Hmm? We were like sisters. We even used to sleep in the same room.
That was before she moved out to the trailer.
Well, sometimes she would sleep in the trailer, and sometimes she'd sleep with me. I liked her company.
Wait a minute, whose idea was it that she move out here?
It was hers. She thought it was cool having her own place. Oh, there's David right now.
Yeah, but that night she was going to sleep in the trailer, right? Because that was her excuse for asking you about the gun.
That's what she said.
Did you touch that gun that night?
No.
Did you handle a gun of any kind?
Nope.
Mr. Leverett, is there a problem?
Yeah. Our tests show a high level of antimony on Patty's hands the night of the murder. I'm looking for an explanation. You didn't handle the gun that night.
No.
We had planned a picnic. Okay, sometimes we go to the desert and we shoot cans and bottles and stuff. Patty had helped me load the guns in the car.
It rained, so we didn't go.
Patty, could you get me my pills, please? My family has been through a lot here, okay? It really would be best if you did this another time.
I have one question, Mr. Brown. You told me that Linda kicked Cinnamon out of the house. Patty says that's not true.
Patty is a kid. She doesn't know everything that went on. Now, I'm sorry, but this is not the best time, and my health is not good. And all this is just making it worse, so if you don't mind. Are you doing everything like I told you?
Daddy, I'm doing everything you said. I just don't understand why it's taking so long.
It's only a month. You go to trial in a month. That's not so long to wait. Then everything goes back to normal.
I want to go home now. I want to be with my friends, not these rejects in here.
Cindy, listen to me. It is my job to hold the family together, okay? It is your job to hold on in here and get through this.
Yeah, but I wanted to go to the beach on my birthday. Lisa and I had it all planned.
Honey, if you get through this, I'll buy you a house at the beach. Come on. Hey, got you a surprise. Thought I forgot, didn't you? Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Tom, can't we get a continuance?
Cinnamon's attorney's ready. They're going for not guilty by reason of insanity.
I still don't want to believe a little girl like this could do that.
We've got a multiple cop-out. Unless she changes her story, there's nothing I can do.
But I've got a lot of little pieces here that don't fit.
Well, you make them fit, and then we'll talk. Until then, I got a case to prosecute.
Come on, Tom, I need time.
I have no time. We're going to trial with what we've got. I've got no choice.
Where did you get that gun?
I found it in an office drawer.
Did you ask someone how to use that gun?
No. I shot 3 shots. One in my room with Patty and 2 with Linda. I'm here. I don't feel so good.
Your Honor, what we have here is a 14-year-old girl under duress, clearly under the influence of drugs. I don't see how statements can be considered voluntary under circumstances like these. I move that this statement be excluded.
I have to agree with you, Mr. Lockwood. The statement is excluded. Mr. Margolin, you may call your next witness.
I call Miss Sally Villa.
Here's my father.
His doctor feels that he can't handle the strain, that the stress would be too much.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Please be seated.
March 20th of this year, Cinnamon Brown became a patient of yours, did she not?
Yes, she was brought into the emergency room of the prison ward, and I treated her there for the next few days.
At that time, did Cinnamon indicate to you anything she had done in the previous 24 hours?
She volunteered that she had shot her stepmother twice. Half an hour later, she took about 80 pills. She said the pills had fallen on the floor and she had to pick them up.
She took the pills a half hour after she shot her stepmother.
Yes.
Thank you. No more questions.
Miss Villa, isn't it true that Cinnamon was under the influence of these very drugs that you mentioned when she told you all these things?
I talked to her 20 hours after she had ingested the pills. She had regurgitated most of them by that time and seemed quite lucid.
No further questions.
It is really important how you do today. I'm depending on you.
I know.
Do you remember what you're supposed to do?
Yes. I'm supposed to do anything I can to get her off.
Right, but don't go overboard. Just make her look a little erratic, like she was out of touch or something.
Okay.
Could you get me my pills before you go? I really hate being sick like this. Wish I could go with you.
I'll be all right.
Yeah, I know you will. You always come through for me.
On the night of the murder, Cinnamon seemed different, didn't she?
She was upset, depressed, like something was bugging her.
And had you ever noticed that she was depressed prior to the night of March 18th?
She was very moody.
Yes, but these changes of mood didn't affect her relationship with Linda prior to the night of March 18th.
Not that I'm aware of. They got along like they always did.
No further questions.
On the night of the murder, you were awakened by a gunshot?
Yes?
What, if anything, did you see at that time?
I saw, like a silhouette close the door.
Silhouette?
Yes.
Do you know who that silhouette was?
No.
Haven't you previously stated that you saw Cinnamon Brown leave your room?
No.
You do not recall telling a police officer on the night of the murder that you saw Cinnamon Brown leave your room?
I don't recall that, no.
Miss Bailey, you say you have affection for Cinnamon and regard her as a sister.
Yes.
Are you trying to protect Cinnamon at this time?
No.
I'm not going to try to fool you on this. The prosecution is winning this one.
What about Patty? She said it wasn't me.
Yeah, and anybody can see that she's lying. First, she tells the police that it was you who came into the room. Now she wants us to believe that she doesn't know who it was. Cinnamon, I can still put you up on the stand, give you the chance to defend yourself.
How can I defend myself if I don't know what happened?
Cinnamon, this is your last chance to tell the truth.
I told you, I can't remember anything.
It is not easy to make decisions which irreversibly determine the future of people as young as the ones who enter my courtroom. But, Cinnamon Brown, it is my judgment that you knew what you were doing when you pulled the trigger and killed Linda Brown. Under the circumstances, I have no choice but to give you the maximum sentence. 27 years to life. You will be sent to the California Youth Authority. I hope you will ponder your actions and try to redeem what you have done. This court stands adjourned.
Take these and follow the officer.
Hi, I'm Harky Gonzalez. I'm your parole officer.
I thought you got one of those after you got out of prison.
Yeah, well, it's my job to make sure you're rehabilitated. You're ready to leave here when it's time.
Well, you don't have to worry about me. My dad's got a lot of detectives working on the case, so I'll be leaving soon.
Uh-huh.
Can I call home?
Yep, 3 times a month. Collect. And while I have your attention, let me tell you what else you're gonna get. You get 2 pairs of jeans, 2 T-shirts, and 1 nightgown. Now, you can have your family send up some more sneakers when you're done with those, but they gotta be white. Absolutely no gang colors. You got me? Listen, it doesn't have to be as bad as all that. You know, you can finish school here. You can even get a job right here on the premises.
Well, I told you I'm not going to be here long enough.
Okay. You want to get your butt out of here, this is what you're going to have to do. Now, listen to me. You're going to have to make a good impression on the parole board. Now, they're going to evaluate you once a year. What they're going to want to see you do is cop to your crime.
I don't know what that means.
That means you got to take a long, hard look at what you did, and you got to feel bad about it. Now, if you do that, you'd be surprised how quickly we're going to peel back your time. You don't do that, you're going to be going through a lot of calendars inside these walls. You listening to me?
Mm-hmm.